Hello, everyone. This is LOCKBEARD Phenomena number 49, Picnic Day. How y'all doing? Well, I guess there's that other holiday tomorrow that is somewhat recognized, Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to everybody. But today is International Picnic Day. And I found that picture you saw on the thumbnail. Obviously, someone drew those Sasquatch in sitting at a picnic table. Just as good as any blob squatch we've seen. And then there's the alien picture, the cartoon, which I thought was just funny. If you couldn't see it, they were sitting there dining on people. Mr. Lee's here. He says Lockbeard. Donald says, hey, Lockbeard, are we talking about that self-proclaiming soldier of fortune goof who came on Moog's show Tuesday? Yeah, if you want to. You talking about Vault of Nincompoops? Vault of Numbskulls? Vault of Nonsense? I think he prefers to be called Vault of Nightmares, but I think we should not use that one. It seems that people favor Vault of Nonsense, so maybe we'll go with that. And that Trojan horse, Christine, which it appears Mr. Lee is taking full credit for spotting Christine as a Dark Waters, Dark Sewage Crew DDoS shill. So I think we should give Mr. Lee credit for that one, because that's what it appears she was. If someone remembers which episode of LOCKBEARD Phenomena or Random Live, whichever it was, where Christine stated or tried to claim that somebody was, well, a pedo. And because, that's been brought up, she's removed her, I can't see her chats. I can't see her messages. It looks like she's been able to remove them, so I don't see them anywhere. So the good thing is I do this as much as possible, so the record of that will be here. That's how we spot a lot of issues where people try to change their names they think they're slick, and they try to change their names to pull all kinds of bullshit, right? Kind of like TFV did, switching to 0 AA0 or whatever he changed it to, and he's changed it back now. But whatever. Who we think was actually DDoS. So yeah, Donald. I mean, if you want to, we can talk about that some. I don't know what more to say than what a dipshit. Angel's here. Welcome. Mr. Lee says, I'm watching the tall ones. Brent on the big screen. He knows a lot of stuff. That fella. Yeah, he does. He's one of the people that keeps shit real. And we, so we need to support them guys. Rich good people. He isn't feeding us a line of BS, says Donald Fuller. Yep. Mr. Lee says, Donald, I do agree with you. Yes. Got Gary's here. Welcome, Gary. Argo's greater than AAA. What the hell does that mean, Gary? Thank you, Mr. Haywood, for the DM reminding me of Locker coming up. Is Mr. Haywood here already? Did I miss him? Hey, where's Mr. Haywood? Of what Pat looked like before his surgery? When did you say? When did you send? I don't know, Mr. Lee. I don't know. When did... Or you sent Donald. Okay. I thought you were talking to me. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, Mr. Lee. It's I don't know. Sanders here. Welcome. Just saying hello to people. Hello, hello. Donald says, watch Vault's live from last night, all about him flexing his muscles to try and make people think he's John Rambo. Really? Well, from what little I've seen, I mean, it seemed like he's been a little more, little. It seems like he's actually put himself in front of the camera a little bit more of late. From what I've seen, he hasn't spent a day in the gym in his life, so I don't know what to tell you. You get in your bad thunderstorms, Mr. Lee, is he? I wish we could get something to cool things down here. It's freaking hot as hell. Oh shoot, this spastic ass chat. Mr. Lee says, Angel, no, but I'm thankful of rain. It's been too hot. Cold and rainy where Donald's at. Yeah, I think some of us might actually take that at this point. Angel says it's quite cool here, 55, snow flurries on top of Whiteface. Yeah. Mr. Lee says that fella Vault loves himself. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what the hell is this crap going on with Chris Cat? That's what her name is now. She was Christine, and now she's calling herself Chris Cat. Is he paying her to hang around? I mean, what's the deal here? I mean, evidently she's chosen to join the bullshit side of the subject matter of cryptids, so she's all up in the dogman bullshit and whatnot. So, you know, for her to come here and talk shit on them, especially making here, because here's what I think she was trying to do. She was saying he was guilty of the P word to try and get me to say it, to entrap me into saying something like that wasn't true. You know, and now that could have been a matter to get me into trouble. I think she was sitting here to try and get me to do that. And you saw what I did when she said that. I said, look, we don't know that particular thing. I haven't seen it. I can't remember my exact wording, but I certainly did not fall for the damn trap. You stupid person, you. That's not something you say about someone unless you know it's the truth. We know what D has done. It's on video, for fuck's sake. There's charges on public record, so you know, and I don't think that I've seen anything proven that he's done the P word. So how about we just Mr. Lee says, I sussed her out, man, a long time ago. Yeah, you did, man. Petro was the game on with what was the game with Christine? As far as I know, just what I said just now. Welcome to the chat, Patty. Daily Dan's here. The good stuff. He says, greetings. And we all know, greetings from South Carolina. Greetings from the Empire, Daily Dan. Gary says, I swear, StreamYard needs to fix this chat nonsense. All right, there we go. Gary Johnson says he's all triple A's. Thought you were bright. Triple A's. What do you mean? What is triple A's, Gary? Talking about triple A? Like, how does that relate to your Argo stuff? Donald Fuller says, Mr. Haywood DM'd me earlier asking if I was going to be here, so I had to hurry up and get home. Everybody still there? Had a little hiccup there. Anyway, Donald, we understand if you can't get here for the live. You can always get here and put it on 2x speed and try to catch up. If you do that, like if you're here 10 minutes late, it should take you 10 minutes at 2x speed to catch up. So by the time we're 20 minutes in, you're caught up. But nobody's going to trip about you being here late. Jen says, hey, Lockbeard, hello, chat, picnic. Yeah, it's International Picnic Day. It's a very important holiday. And some people think it's Father's Day, which is actually tomorrow, is an important day. I guess it's important to somebody. I don't know. Actually, I don't give a shit about any holiday. I don't give a shit about my birthday. I don't give a shit about no Christmas. I don't give a shit about any holiday, really. I mean, some shit around Halloween might be fun. Corned beef and cabbage season, really, it should be year round. Like I've been thinking about making one here sometime pretty quick. Because when they went on sale after St. Patty's, see, that's the good thing about St. Patty's Day. A bunch of people were buying corned beef and cabbage, but the store over orders, and then they'll put it on sale so you can get it a little cheaper than normal, and then just throw some in the freezer. Donald says, I pray for Christina's safety. He grabbed a hold of her and almost drowned her in the bottom of the pool. Really? Well, and as we know, these people have made violent threats against people in the cryptid community. So that's why it's so important that we do not back down to these assholes. Because they think they can just get on here and make threats to people. And in some of these cases, I think it really is criminal threats. You can't just make violent threats against people. But they've got a few people, I think, spooked. And then they got all their followers who actually support them, who might actually think they were justified in physically attacking a person because they are speaking up against the lies and the hoaxes that these people are perpetrating. It's because it's money for them, right? Vault is all the time trying to generate funding to put up cameras and shit, but that's not really, like, I don't think he's actually trying to find shit. By the look at him, I have a feeling he can barely find his ass to wipe it half the time. But is he actually interested in the game in the of actually find? Because I think most of us, because I've said, I got trail cam, but I don't believe a trail cam's going to catch shit. It'd be a rare instance where you'd actually pull that off. Like, it'd have to be a Bigfoot being really stupid one day or something. You sure shit not going to find no damn dog man. Hopefully everyone that comes here can see why dog man is complete bullshit. Why it's such a ridiculous claim that you shouldn't give it any kind of thought. And the fact that, as far as whether Bigfoot would be caught by his trail cam, so I'm not, I got one. I've used it some. I've seen deer and a few other random things, but I've spent a lot of time in the woods in my life. Not as much these days, but when I was younger, went way up in the Appalachians, gold prospecting. I was so far off the beaten path, and I've told you, like, when I got up there, I was pretty. I don't know. All I know is I had a feeling that there was something there watching me, and they didn't want me there. So I turned around and went back the way I came. I hadn't found any gold on that particular stream anyway. So, but yeah, she's potentially dancing with dangerous characters if they're threatening people, right? And we all saw the thinly veiled threat he made against me. Cinder Piper says, Jen doing good, my sweet friend. Chessboard's here. Welcome, Chessboard. Brian and Chewy's here. Welcome. Mr. Lee says, yes, Lockbeard. Christina was trying to trap you. And I said Christina is DDoS gang. Cannot remember which Lockbeard show it was on, though. Yeah, I was trying to find it because I, if we're going to talk about it, I'd like to pull up that comment of hers, and so we can look at it and all of us kind of try and judge, like, what do we think? Was she trying to entrap me? Nice try. I mean, and is this evidence of the attempt to entrap me? Is it is it something that can be used legally in the future because these people are going to keep on pulling their bullshit. At some point, somebody's going to end up in court with all this dumb shit, and and I'd prefer to be as ready as possible if I happen to be involved in the situation, because I want to make sure they get their asses handed to them, and they will. Because I think anyone who watched what happened could see that that was a threat. He tried to play it off like it wasn't, like, oh, I just wanted to talk to you in person. No, you were trying to threaten me. I know what you were trying to do, you despicable, pathetic piece of shit. Oops, did I say that? Chessboard says flat broke, and Busted says hello to Brian and Chewy. Thought you were lost in the portal, says Donald. No, I got bumped off for a second there. You're high, don't do that again. Gary says in sightings they gave a marking of one sightings or encounter. In sightings, you're all right, Gary. You're another one of those where you're not composing very good sentences. We're reading. When reading chats, it's really important to write a complete sentence. Use some proper punctuation and some proper, capitalize, and it doesn't hurt. Come on. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about here. Let's just be real. Are you talking about Sightings the movie? Because it was kind of dumb. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, and try to convey. I mean, everything you say, it's like you're a little off, like you're, like English is your second language or something. Is English your second language? I don't know, but something's not right about the way you word things, and it's hard to understand what you're saying. And when we do understand it, it sounds like such insanity that I don't know what to do with it. Mr. Hugh says, "Hi, Lockbeard. Welcome, Mr. Hugh." Sanders says, to Lockbeard, you just don't give a shirt. We get it. What? Mine is at the top end of encounters. Like, at the top end of encounters? What do you mean at the top end of encounters? What you have claimed is so ridiculous. Okay, Gary, look, there's a bunch of people that want to be real nice to you, but your claims are so goddamn ridiculous. I can't take them seriously at all. You're saying mine is at the top of encounters. Yours isn't the top of shit. Your claim is so ridiculous, it's got to be total bullshit. Unless you could provide one bit of evidence. You saw Bigfoot and he was surrounded by angels and shit like that. Come on, dude. Come on. I mean, these people are like wanting to, you got some of these people feeling sorry for you. But you know what? I'm not going to fucking play this game. You come in here, you come into other people's chats with this complete crazy ass story. I am not doing you any favors by playing into that. Like, you need someone to tell you, look, you are, if you really believe this happened to you, you need to see a psychologist. If you don't believe this happened to you, that means you're lying. So whichever is the case, I'm not helping you by playing into your fantasy, into your bullshit, or if you are bullshitting me, I'm helping you bullshit people by playing it or letting it slide. I don't let any goddamn hoaxer slide. So either way, I got to tackle it. And if some people get upset, they get upset. But it's either bullshit or you need to see a psychologist because you believe you saw something that's so goddamn ridiculous. You need help. Mr. Hughes here. Welcome. Daily Dan says, there's something wrong with me. I only give a crap about Halloween. It's just a candy, I'm sure. Mr. Lee, I watched my show again today with Dark Waters. Horrible, man. With Dark Waters. You talking about an old episode? Brian Chewy, what the fuck is this damn chat? Brian Chewy says, crazy that there is ice in northern New Hampshire presidentials in the higher elevations. Yeah. Give it away. Mr. Lee says, Dark Waters keeps saying it's all about his brand. Don't try to ruin his brand. His brand is bullshit. He's trying to sell people bullshit. He's just mad that some people are buying into it, and we'll fucking say, like, look, this guy's trying to sell you on some absolute bullshit. Jesus Christ. Did we have to get into why Dogman's bullshit? Donald says, soldier of fortunes don't start stuttering when asked simple questions. And Mr. Lee says, chessboard, don't blame you, man. Thought Volt used to be a cop. You know what? I wouldn't be fucking surprised. I really wouldn't. I mean, I'm sorry, not again. I've known some cops that were really good guys, but then there's some who are nothing less than straight up dangerous criminals with badges. You know, it's because that job attracts those guys because they get to come into this job where they have power over people and they can get their power trip on. And they get a chance to beat on people and even shoot at people sometimes, and they want to do it. So there's different types of people that would take a cop job, right? Someone who's self-sacrificing and wants to help people. But there's also the straight-up evil-ass criminal pieces of shit who become cops too. And The police departments need to be a lot better about screening those assholes out and stop protecting them, because you know what they do. Like, because I see cops like say, "Oh, we got to stick together." No, you guys don't got to stick together. You guys need to each individually serve and protect. That doesn't mean protect your fellow officer if he's a criminal. If your fellow officer is a criminal, you need to take his ass down quicker than anybody, because you need to. Who polices you guys? When a cop is a criminal, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, son of a bitch. We don't need to get into that shit, do we? Always positive. Whoever that is, new person in the chat says, it's obvious that Vault is going to be teaming up with Carrie. He gave him equipment. They want to piggyback off Zasky. It's them now trying to stake a claim in the Bigfoot community, as DW said. And this just further, I hope some of the people that have been a little bit doubtful of what I've said about Bullshit Odyssey, Carrie Arnold, and him, all buddy with Mark Zasky, who is pretty much the Pareidolia king of fucking Florida. That these guys are on the bullshit side of the subject. If you're interested in trying to dig into what the truth is of these things, anything paranormal, but especially Bigfoot in these cases, or Dogman, if you're actually still questioning. But this team up here, if this is really going on, this Vault and Carrie nonsense, that just proves it further. Carrie's on the wrong side of this game. This is why I got mad at Iron Dogger for jumping ship off a Moog's show and going over to Carrie's. Like, she was jumping off of a show that was trying to keep it real. He seems to be trying to be a little bit neutral ground on some things, but I feel like he legitimately wants to keep it real. And she jumps over to Carrie, clearly, to my mind, on the bullshit side of the subject. So, Ruthless is here. Welcome. Oh, and did I say always positive? Welcome to always positive. New person. It's freaking cold here in northern Vermont. Always positive. You might be a little disappointed. It isn't always positive here because we're tackling bullshit, right? We're tackling some bullshit, and that's negative, but it has to be done. It was a long time ago, Ruthless, in my case and some other people's case. Angel Nolan says there are good cops and bad ones. Yeah. It says you missed. Brandon fell off his bicycle. How about that? Daily Dan says, I'm smoking out today. I'm lucky I can leave a comment at all. It's all over the internet. Brandon, following. Cockney is your first language. English is your second. Good day, Ruthless. Welcome. Do what I say? It was so great. I'm just rambling on about some shit. No shit. I was a little confused, Sandra. Is Brent here? There he is. Hello, Brent. Welcome. Dang, chat jumped on me again, but yeah. Tall Ones is here. Brutal honesty. Yeah, that's what we need, man. That's what we need, because Jesus Christ. Everyone the other night was just, as soon as Vault showed up, I mean, you saw the chat. People were like, and And I was getting messages and stuff. Like people were wanting to, they were holding their tongue. They wanted to say shit, but they didn't want to. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta say something. I gotta say something. Because so many people feel like they can't really, say something. And good to see you all on this casual Saturday afternoon. Says the tall ones. Ruthless says YouTubers selling bullshit. Yeah. Correct. Tall one says Vault seems to have a problem with the truth. Hard to trust what he says. Yeah, I don't trust him at all. Ruthless says biggest gang has guns and badges. Yeah. Well, and some people have gotten upset because I've repeated. So I can't remember where I heard this, but somebody somewhere said this. They said if 1% of your police force is bad cops, and 99% of your police force, the other 99%, they may be good cops, but if they don't do anything about the 1% that is bad, you have a 100% bad cop police force. And is that not true? Because if they won't stop the criminals in their own ranks, what good are they? They're out here, policing us, but they're not policing themselves. Who polices them? I can't handle the truth. Oh, son, I can handle the truth, Gary. You just ain't got it. I'm sorry. Sanders says, Angel, don't you know? Dang autocorrect. Mr. Lee says, I can't watch Bullshit Odyssey no more. Very upsetting. Yeah. I know, man. You were invested hard over there. I know. And but more people are seeing it every day. His channel may or may not decline as a result. I don't know. I know he loses people all the time. Deservedly so. They're paid. It's just a job to them. Zasky, yeah. Zasky and his bullshit. I mean, is he... Yeah, screw that guy. Screw Zasky. All his bullshit pictures. Oh, there's a shadow in a bush. It's a Bigfoot. No, it's not a Bigfoot, Zasky. I mean, by sheer luck, there's bound to be one or two somewhere in his photos, but he's probably pointing at a shadow somewhere else in the picture. Donald says, Mr. Lee, he claims to have worked for Blackwater. Claims he was part of the team that investigated Bob Garrett's bullshit in the Big Thicket. Claims he was a security guard at Skinwalker Ranch. Wow. He's got a lot of claims. So Volt. Mr. Lee says, I did have respect for Carrie. Now I have zero. You have joined a very elite club, Mr. Lee. I think Donald or somebody might be president of that club. Sign in with him. Yeah, he is full of shit. For anybody that's not quite following, there may be somebody watching in the future. Donald is talking about Vault. That's full of shit that Brent's referring to here. Patty says, if Carrie had a real encounter, I don't understand his teaming up with Dark Waters. He may have had a real encounter, but he's decided to take this BS route of things, and silencing people who dare to speak up against, so-called witnesses who are clearly full of shit. His typical show was 2 hours long. I mean, if you guys watched the one with Dr. Matt Johnson, who is completely off his nut. To remind you, he's the guy who claims he learned how to operate a portal to another planet where the last of the Sasquatch alien people were, and he helped get them all to Earth and save their people. And then you got to give Carrie props, because Carrie said, "Hey, could I go out there and see this portal?" And he said, "Well." Then he started, Matt Johnson, like a lot of liars do, he started painting the picture of why, if Carrie came out there, he might not see anything. It's like, if you come out there and you're close to it, that he might not be able to see it. Isn't that interesting? So, he's totally full of shit. But Carrie gave him a 3-hour show. Because there's people out there to eat up that Matt Johnson bullshit. They actually believe it, I guess. And Carrie wanted to capitalize on that. Ruthless says, chessboard, not serve and protect, punish and enslave. And that would be a Transformers reference, wouldn't it? Donald says, claims he's an electrical engineer, claims he worked as a sheriff. He is full of crap. Brent says, Carrie is trying to build a brand, not get answers. That why don't bother watching this channel. Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, build a brand, but build it on the truth, right? Survivor Man. I've kind of lost a little faith in Survivor Man. I don't know what to think for sure, because he jumped on the bandwagon, right? And I don't know that he, because he's talking to, goofballs. Well, hey, I showed those clips before. I still got those on here. I think I do. Yeah, let's look at these clips. These are good clips about the Stroud stuff.
Love Stroud. I love him. I love Survivor Man. That show was so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
He had a guy on the show that is known in the Bigfoot world as being full of shit.
Yeah.
Which is bad. Like, if the Bigfoot world's pretty open-minded. I mean, because of that. They're like, no, you're the legit Survivor guy, and now you're doing this show, and this is why it's ridiculous. There was one episode of the show where they had this guy who he was with who had video of a Sasquatch, like high-definition video, and it looks so fake.
Yeah.
It's like he's like the Sasquatch is looking at him through the woods, and he's like, there he is, there he is. And it's a guy with a mask on.
That's how he goes. He yells out, I'm a Sasquatch. You're like, oh, God, he just yelled that out.
It makes the samurai noise. But this, the guy who had the video is known to be like full of shit. And here he's got this guy on a show, and then he, is this real? You be the judge. Like, yeah, I'm going to say it's not real. It's a guy with a fucking mask on.
I think I did read that guy was very not respected.
Yes.
In that.
By the Bigfoot community.
Yeah.
The Bigfoot community. Again, very open-minded.
Yeah. Very just.
Let's see where we at. Come on, StreamYard, stop playing around. I probably had a hiccup there for a second. It looked like I did. Finally sussed that one out. Yeah, you get some and you miss some initially. You got Christina right off the bat, it seemed like, but it took you a while to get Carrie's number. Wants that Germer cash? Yeah. Yeah. You want some of that West Germer cash. Brent says Carrie does want his own version of Sasquatch Chronicles. Yeah, Sasquatch Chronicles, who we know is based, off of some bullshit story that we talked about that here before, and I showed the document about it. Got her getting over him. Yeah, Mr. Lee's pining over Carrie, man. Ruthless Critters gave him immunity to their misdeeds. Mr. Lee says, I do believe Carrie's a counter, but he said he has PTSD. Then he is going out in the woods with Saskia. I don't understand. Unless he's bullshitting us about the PTSD. I know, I know there's some shit I probably won't ever do, again. If he has PTSD, no, he's not going out in them goddamn woods where he knows there's some, or at least he believes there's Sasquatch, right? He's not. Always positive says being honest is always positive. Not believing bullshit is positive. Yeah, sure. But I still get people that say I'm being negative, Still upset about Carrie letting you down. Ruthless says the day I hold my tongue is the day I die. Jen says, Mr. Lee, don't worry about it. His loss, not yours. Yeah, Mr. Lee. You're walking the path, that a lot of people, whenever people, because when someone has an encounter and then, because they never cared about this before, but one day they saw a Sasquatch and they jump into the middle of this stuff and they got to sort through all this crap. They're going to have to sort through the Sasquatch Chronicles out there and the Bigfoot Odyssey, They might accidentally end up on the deep end of the dark sewage end of shit, and then that's not going to be good. But hopefully the good ones are the ones that manage to figure out it's all those are bullshit, right? Penny Troy says, I believe too, but not sure anymore. But I guess if he really had an encounter, he might think everything is real. I might too. Brent says, Carrie thinks Sasky is the man. It's a bias that derailed his investigation. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if those two guys, share a hotel room when they're out, Hey, I'm not knocking it. Hey, if that's how they roll, that's how they roll. But be honest with yourselves, guys. Spot tracker cost you $800 through the phone against a brick wall a few years. What the hell? Don't get mad at the phone. The phones are. There's all kinds of birds here. Listen, there is the goose that you guys have heard before, the Canadian goose, whose name is duck. There is an actual duck that just we don't know where it came from. It showed up and it's been hanging around with goose and being quite amorous with them. There's chickens, there's peacocks, there's guineas. Oh, all the wild birds are out here. Lots of birds. Brian Shue says, I spoke with Carrie a few times and he kept defending himself, saying he's not in it for the money. Yeah, because he's trying to get that beat into your head, right? I don't know why he told me that when I didn't even ask or care. All he said was he doesn't need the money. Yeah, he's on the defense, right? He's got to say the opposite of what the truth is to try and get people convinced. Yeah, go figure. Huckle, I don't know where Michael's at, Mr. Hugh. I don't know. I got to catch him in chat, though. He might have arrived by the time I get caught up in chat. He makes his bucks. Yes, he does. Yeah, I mean, you go look at his chat, and you know, all you see, as far as I can see, is dollar signs. Which, if that was, I guess he's giving those people what they want if they're giving his channel money, right? If they want a fantasy fulfilled, I guess that's what they're getting. But that's, you know, yeah, he's getting paid. And because his chat is just all full of dollar signs. If they ain't got dollar signs, they're got a mod wrench. Very few people. I mean, it's very few people that aren't a mod or got dollar signs. I seriously think they watch people and think, you know, if this person doesn't start paying us, we're gonna kick them out. Chat. We'll find an excuse. They'll say the word shit, or they'll ask a question a little too probing of our guest, and we'll kick them out. Meanwhile, we'll let Zasky drop F-bombs on screen. That's okay. That's okay. She sent me an email earlier. Michael, hey, where are you, man? I'm sure he'll be along, Mr. Lee. Donald says, absolute president of the club of sick of the BS I am. Yep. I need to try and catch up here. He gave me when chatting with him. Didn't like the vibe from Carrie. Yeah, that dude. Well, somebody said he might have had a brain. You're talking about Matt Johnson. Some people said I think he's supposed to have like a brain injury or something. But still, why are people buying into his story? It's absolutely ridiculous nonsense. You know, claiming that Bigfoot come from another planet. You know, a legitimate story is because we look at them. The people that seem like they're pretty solid sightings, like what have they got to gain by telling the story? You know, you got to sort it out. You think, well, is this person looking for attention? Are they trying to make money? Are they selling the book? You know, all these things. You know, but the ones that seem legit, it tends to lean towards what they run into is something that looks like a human, only it's a really big human that's hairy and is often hunting, right? Totally believable story, right? There's no reason not to believe that that's possible. But then, you know, and if it looks like human, it has characteristics of a human, and it's just a hairy human. Why would you think it's an alien, right? Why would you think it? Why would you come up with a story? But some people, I don't think they don't know biology. You know, they don't understand. If this thing has the morphological characteristics that clearly places it in the Homo genus, if not Homo sapiens specifically, then it's probably in the Homo genus or Homo sapiens, right? It's not alien, you know. Alien, you know, these people that want to believe like aliens are crossbreeding with humans, right? That whole bullshit. Okay, that doesn't make any goddamn sense if they're aliens. And I've talked about that before. Why I think that if the Greys are real, I don't know that they are. If they're real, and that one, morphologically speaking, they are no more different from us than a Chihuahua is from a beagle. Morphologically speaking, right? They're basically a Chihuahua version of humans by the basic description, right? And then if the story is about them making babies with abductees, if that's real, well, that just proves it, right? You can't crossbreed with something, you know, human. You know, you can't crossbreed with. Well, some people think you can with a chimpanzee, but the chromosomes aren't the same, right? They have more. Anyway, an alien being is not going to be able to crossbreed with anything. If we can't even crossbreed with 99.9999% of the things on the planet because they aren't human, right? That's how it can't work. So if these things that people are calling aliens are breeding with humans in any way, then they've got to be a type of human. Which is actually a fucking far easier thing to believe, right? That there's just a, highly reclusive, technologically advanced people on the planet who just stay the fuck out of sight. That's far more believable than aliens traveled, light years to come see us. And according to like Sitchin, I think, what is Sitchin? That they were using humans as slave labor to mine gold, which don't make any goddamn sense at all. If you can travel interstellar distances, there are far easier ways to get gold than enslaving a race of people on a planet light years away to mine the very low concentrations of gold that are on the surface of any goddamn planet. Don't make any sense. It's just so stupid and shows such ignorance of, science and the reality of things. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, Matt Johnson's completely off his nut. Oh shit, chessboard's just going out. He's just gonna say it, right? If we had good cops, there would be no bad cops. Michelle Lee says, Brian, I was there to watch the show you were on. I know it. Yes, Transformers reference. Earthless, it drives me nuts sometimes when I make a reference and I'm like, somebody's got to pick this one up. Somebody's got to get this one. Mr. Lee says, Lestrade, I have gone off. Yeah. Yeah, he's still, I don't think he's a Bigfoot believer, but yet, but maybe one day he will be. Hopefully someone here comes up with that crucial piece of evidence, which sadly, in Joe Rogan's case, it's probably going to have to be a body, right? Brian says, yeah, Lee, I know I got emotional due to losing my old man, but he was sick. But he was a dick, and if you don't rush to tell your story in less than an hour for his show, he rushes you off. That was rough. Actually, Rogan does not care. Watch Rogan all the time. Interesting shit. Yeah, he's got some good stuff on the show. Hunting rabbits. Welcome, Nikki. Jen says, hasn't Survivor Man wandered back off the subject? He did like 6 shows. I don't think he's. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe he miscalculated and he, again, like Joe Rogan was making fun of him for talking to the wrong people. And, if Survivor Man wanted us to believe he was taking things legit, he probably needed to be more careful about who the fuck he talked to on his show. Ruthless says if Rogan didn't care, he'd not cover what he does. He comes a long way since 2018. Yeah. Donald says Bolt divorces Lakeia, moves in with Chris Cat. Lakeia and Chris Cat are now buddies. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the deal is there, man. It's. The only thing I can figure is maybe he wants to keep Lakeia placated so that she doesn't start spilling the beans on all his bullshit, because she knows all his secrets, right? That's the only thing I can figure. Waiting for Jurassic Park to start, the D-Box version. I've heard some bad reviews on the new Jurassic Park. But and some people saying good stuff, but I think a lot of times people give good reviews for shows just because of the ooh wow factor, right? Like they watched the Transformer movies, the Michael Bay Transformer movies, and they were just like, "Oh, this is great." Well, no, the story, whoever wrote that shit was not a was not a good screenwriter. It looked really cool, right? It was I thought it looked realistic enough and it was awesome, but there was just some ridiculous shit. Like, I don't know why he didn't get called out for a bunch of racist stuff, because some of that stuff was straight up racist, you know, by today's woke standards. I'm surprised no one's like giving him shit about it. But I wouldn't give him shit. I'm just saying I'm surprised someone else isn't. Like, I think it was kind of funny. However, I'm not sure that I like that the stuff was in there just because it was fucking stupid, right? The two guys, the ones that were acting like gangsters and had a gold tooth, and no. I know they had stupid shit like that in the cartoons and stuff like that, but somehow some part of me wants, if you're gonna make a live action version, like, make it more plausible. I know they explained it away, like we saw this stuff on the internet, so now we're gonna act like, okay, that's, yeah, but do you have to act all these different weird ways? It was just kind of dumb. And then their main character, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, we don't need that douchebag for a main character. Jesus Christ. He managed to single-handedly fuck up the last Indiana Jones movie, which was already doomed to be fucked anyway, because they decided they had to do the Crystal Skull thing. It was kind of cool, but it was kind of stupid. Anyway, yeah. It's fucking Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, Mr. Lee. So do guineas. Although a lot of things do, you know, it's just that these are things that are known for, you know, I mean, for that matter, the dogs do, you know. See you later, Nikki. Enjoy the movie. Donald says a DMT wood must be napping. Hypocrites. Yeah, there's a lot of hypocrites in the community. Mr. Lee says, Daniela, I could tell you used to get upset, though. Hidden existence suffered. Hidden exaggeration, you mean? She was a source of a lot of the bullshit over there, Mr. Lee. Wretched comes to mind. Daily Dan says, Bigfoot is not, and I say not, a freaking Chewbacca. Yeah. Right, he does not an awful lot. Mike Haywood, wake up. There's Haywood. Welcome, man. They've been looking at it for you. Rutha says, people want to believe. Afternoon siesta summoned you. Medication time. Retarded with beliefs. Yeah. All those aliens always have human characteristics. Yeah. All of them. Yeah, it's because these people watch Star Trek or some kind of sci-fi where it's hard to produce a truly unique alien form without using a human in the costume, right? So, like in Star Trek, for example, everything it looks like a human for the most part with a different wrinkle on their head, right? Or spots or some ears or something. You know, they're basic. You know, they look so human. It's like, okay, these things. This isn't anywhere near plausible, right? Unless you can demonstrate scientifically that somehow alien life will tend to, or intelligent alien life will tend to take this form for some reason, that this form is conducive to intelligence. Now, they had an explanation in Star Trek because, well, they kind of needed to do something about that because people were like, okay, this is just stupid. We see a different alien every week and they're all basically humans with different ears or or something for the most part. Anyway, yeah. It's something that somebody just dreamed up because they typically their imagination doesn't allow them to dream up something that is truly truly alien. I'm not saying anyone on Earth can. When we finally meet the first aliens, we're probably going to be like, yeah, I never imagined anything like that in my wildest dreams, right? That's like nothing on Earth. But I mean, if you look around Earth, though, Earth may encompass about every kind of form you could think of. I mean, we got shit with 2 legs, 4 legs, 6 legs, 8 legs, you know, hundreds of legs. Got things with tentacles. We got things that just crawl on a little slimy pad, a monopod type of situation. We got things that swim. We got things that fly. We got things that run. We got things that dig. You know, we got things that fit all kinds. We got things that can live around an ocean uh, uh, vent with water around it that's 700 degrees. We got shit that can live in ice. You know. So probably if we ever meet aliens, they're going to look like something we've seen on Earth before because we've got such a wide variety of different things going on. Good old alien agenda, yeah. Ronnie Reagan put that shit out there in the 80s, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what if we encountered an alien threat? Which, again, everybody thinks, oh, he's just, this nice guy. No, he was planting the seed of the idea for later use, right? Again, these rich, powerful fucks, you got to put yourself in their minds. How far ahead do you think about what you're going to do to control people? You got to come up with threats and scare them. And every time an election rolls around, they'll come up with some bullshit to manipulate that. But they're always manipulating, right? They're always manipulating. And it's already been suggested by those others out there that they are planning on staging an alien invasion. It'll be fake. Like when it happens, don't believe it's real aliens. Like if real aliens come, you'll fucking know, right? You'll be dead. You'll actually see them, in person or whatever if they are taking us for some reason. If an alien invasion happens, you will fucking know. There will be no doubt, or you will be dead. But what we will see is we'll see shit in the sky, and they'll say, "Oh, look, it's the aliens," and then some shit will blow up, and and they might leak some video or something. But if you don't see the alien personally, but especially if it looks like one of those grays, don't buy into it. Do not buy into it. This is going to be one of their schemes. They're going to use this because think about it. They've had thousands and thousands of years. If aliens were going to come and attack our planet and do any of the bullshit you see in movies, right? Independence Day, for example, come and just harvest the planet for all its resources, right? It's never happened. And I think it's never happened because, well, for a number of reasons. One, it's too much effort to gain what? To gain what? We ain't got shit here that they can't find floating around all around the goddamn universe. They don't need our resources. That's completely ridiculous. Like you had the one Oblivion. Oblivion was a pretty cool movie. I liked it. It was a Tom Cruise movie, Mr. Lee. I know you hate Tom Cruise. Again, forget that he's a douchebag. It was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. I liked the music. The music was really good. The score. But anyway, those aliens were here to steal the fucking water. Oh, shit. Looks like we are cut off. All right, tell me, are we back? And where exactly did they cut me off at? Are we back? Somebody tell me, are we back? Always positive says good to go. Awesome. It's back. I don't know what the hell. Computer just shut down all random like. What did I say? Did I piss off the government again? You government fuckers, just don't even try. Don't even bother. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. See, they interrupted us again. I don't know what the hell the problem is. Seriously. And I'm like 12 minutes behind in chat, I think. Mr. Lisa's taught saying, I'm telling you, that's him in the video, and those puppet things he had, not real. Yeah, I know, Mr. Lee. Placated, great word, yeah. Or they were lying to us, Mr. Lee. I don't have any doubt that there's really UFOs. But fake fucks, hypocrites. I try not to skip too much, but I'm way behind in chat. So, nude potato farming. Nude potato. That's a funny potato. Hopefully that's gonna come up in just a little bit. 2 eyes and 2 ears. Funny that. Well, Ruthless. I mean, here's the deal though. Like bilateral symmetry is probably going to be a necessity for the evolution of complex life, pretty much everywhere, right? You gotta develop a front and a back, and you're gonna be symmetrical this side to that side, so you can operate and ambulate and do all the things that life forms do, right? So, to that extent, I don't think 2 eyes and 2 ears is that far fetched, but things could have more than that, right? Dribbling everywhere. What? They're different than humanoid. Take a pint of cure. What are you crying about? Putting that shit out in the collective? Yeah. If real aliens come, going to be like Independence Day. I don't think that'll ever happen, though. If they were going to do that, they would have done it all along. Why would they do that? It doesn't make any sense for them to do that. Like, if you are being told by the government that we're under alien attack, it's bullshit. It is our government doing it. Absolutely. It's a complete. It's if a person goes down the hole and thinks it through about the alien attack idea, they'll realize it's completely unreasonable thought that doesn't even make any damn sense. There's absolutely no reason. Everything here, like nothing here, is biologically compatible with them. So as far as like some people might say, well, they need this for food. They don't. No, everything here is probably poisonous to them. Period. It's not remotely compatible with their system. They can't eat anything from Earth. That's just a ridiculous. That's movies. That's science fiction. As far as minerals, they can get those far more easily elsewhere in the universe. Like the Sitchin idea of mining gold, you could go find a blowed up planet core fragment somewhere. It's the densest part, full of the heaviest materials. in the center of the planet. It's going to be high in gold and all kinds of other precious metals and useful metals. And why would you enslave a race of ape men to mine low concentrations of gold from the surface of the planet? You wouldn't. That's just freaking stupid. It was a stupid idea when he came up with it. Speculative Among Us. Have that on vinyl. Hundreds of what? Drones. Project images in the sky. Kind of, you thinking kind of something similar to the Spider-Man movie? Tom Cruise. Oblivion. Yeah, I liked Oblivion. It wasn't a perfect movie by far, but I thought it was good enough. Tom Cruise and Alien, maybe. He's weird, that's for sure. The one I saw had women. What? The one resource you can find here, meat. Yeah, but like I just said, it wouldn't be compatible with their system at all. There's no reason to think that they would come here to eat us. It just wouldn't work. Broke up with his girlfriend. It's still going. Always positive, has strong suspicions he may be alien. Wow. StreamYard, yeah, StreamYard's a bitch. But it wasn't StreamYard, I don't think. My whole computer shut down. I'm not sure about. I kind of wonder if it's because I had Facebook on. Freaking Facebook is stupid, man. Like, it always bogs everything down and all that stuff. Speaking of Facebook, here, shrink that down for the moment. We'll stick it right there. That was Mrs. Ferguson looking for happy Mr. Haywood. Everything just shut down, Mr. Fuller. Grilled cheese on crumpets. Always positive says, I don't know what to put stock in. Wherever you go, people want to fight instead of having positive conversation to help teach. Who knows? Know when they are hungry. You know how South Americans know when they're hungry, says Chessboard. I don't know if he ever gave the punchline to that. David Ann says, TG men in black have terminated this broadcast. You will not repeat anything you heard here. Yeah. Paulie T's here. Welcome. Yeah, if I get shut down, I'll be back. It's just people's reactions, people's feelings, reactionary plebs. I'm trying to catch up to the chat, folks. Everybody saying hi to Polly. Yeah, I got some freeze. I'm trying, Mr. Lee. Working hard there, Polly. That truck looked good. Got to find a catch a live, so busy. Internet trash doesn't help. Do not eat the potatoes. Mr. Lee, I might have eaten, it wasn't very much, just a little bit of potatoes today. 66 or 6.66 Doc J. No tractor today, all farm trucks on schedule. fuel prices. Pull up a fire tire. Bike is good petrol though. Ruthless says the Spider-Man movie Coming Home shows the use of holograms and drones. Yeah. Good old county engineering. Ruthless says, Mr. Lee, that's why I have legs with feet. Diesel. And then gas prices. Bloody hell. Beware of the missing seat. If 18 cents a gallon for gasoline made millionaires, it's just making them stupid rich. And they're doing it on purpose. The government's helping them. It's bullshit. It doesn't need to be that high. Whatever the bullshit reason they give you, it's bullshit. It's just, this is government scamming the people and fucking you over. End of story. They are criminals. They're not the legitimate government of this nation. They should not be in power, and they should all go to fuck the jail. Period. They're scum. They're trash. They were evil. I can't stress that shit enough. See you later. See you later, Ruthless. Keep saying either session expired or can't connect. Yeah. See you later, Ruthless. Be good to each other. Jen Doors, that all the time, does it all the time. Need to sign out of Facebook and sign back in. Does that. Keeps doing it. The app. It's jacked up. You know what it is all them damn CIA satellites linking up to get trained on your position and monitor your activities. And Romley says, Sasquatch is human, not fallen angel now. I don't understand. Well, they probably finally figured out because, people out here like myself are telling people don't listen to these stupid, ridiculous claims that Bigfoot is a fallen angel. It's ridiculous claims. Have you proven angels exist? Don't believe bullshit about mind speak, which is a dumb word for telepathy. That's the real word for it. When you can't really prove telepathy. I'm still waiting on the remote viewer to tell me what object I had sitting right in the channel 2 weeks ago, I think it was. And I'm still waiting on someone to mind speak to me. No one has done it. You got to prove to me, because I've had people say, oh, I believe, mind speak. I've experienced. Okay. Someone. There's got to be one person somewhere who can prove this bullshit to me. You can't. At least you haven't so far. Mind speak to me. Anybody. If you're on here talking about it and you want people to believe it so badly, why can't you prove it to me? If you prove it to me, I'll tell people. I said, look, you're gonna find this hard to believe, but I experienced mind speak. But I haven't experienced any mind speak. No one has been able to produce. And I think if I ever do start hearing voices, I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to diagnose myself as schizo, and that's going to be far more believable than mind speak bullshit. Somebody's got to prove this bullshit. If you cannot prove mind speak separate from Bigfoot altogether, then why the fuck should I believe you that Bigfoot mind speaks? And if you're telling me Bigfoot mind speaks, that tells me at this point your entire encounter story is bullshit. So anyway, these people that were jumping on the bandwagon with some bullshit in the past are starting to figure out that they better start jumping, switching over to something that's more logical and not a bunch of bullshit like the fallen angel bullshit, because it's bullshit. I'd like to see just a poll. I'd lean more towards human. Says always positive chessboard. I was told he had me as a knee pad. What? Oh, y'all guys talking bikes. Donald says Janice Carter saying the Bigfoot was asking for the bear meat that they shot in the Sierra camp. Bigfoot vocal stopped as soon as they shot the bear. Janice is full of shit. Picture my ex-wife's mother. Oh, you talking about the hippo? Big ol' ass and last. See you later, chessboard. So, we saw the picture from the Amarillo Zoo, which appears to just be, I don't know if they've admitted what it is we're seeing in the picture, but it's just like most people think it's a publicity stunt, right? I believe Joe, and after drawing Rasta, I got to go with his take on human. Yeah, his story is very reasonable, believable. Would fall into the realm of our world of believable things. Are humans here? Yes. Are other primates here? Yeah. So it's not unreasonable to think that there may be another type of human out there. And he don't describe any magical powers. He just saw a big hairy dude and he was hunting, and that was it. So it's a reasonable story. It's believable. So anyway, Amarillo Zoo saw something through their fence on their cameras. So I'm thinking San Antonio Zoo, surely, maybe they got something, right? So we should check their Facebook page. So I don't know. It seems to me that hippos are a big deal at San Antonio Zoo because you'll see a lot of hippos on their page. So we got a lion. Lions are cool. If you run into something crazy in the woods out here, that douchebag Tiger King guy, apparently he's accidentally released some big cats. So watch out. Be prepared. There might be a few out there. Got a hippo eating a cantaloupe here. If that was your head, it is over. What the hell is that? Snack detective. Some kind of, I don't know what the hell that is. What else we got? Got us a gator, a crocodile. Yep. Well, they showed nothing unusual yet. Well, we got some potential dog man here. These are I think some people have theorized that this is what people are seeing and they're thinking they're dog man. We got some kangaroos loose in America, and people don't know a kangaroo when they fucking see it. A kangaroo can kick your ass, so be mindful of that. Yeah, so that might be the explanation for dog man. Yeah, don't screw with those right there. Those are tigers. Don't screw with those. They'll eat you. Some big old animals, right? Like these are pretty big animals. And look how they on those thin legs they can stand pretty tall, right? Some people say, well, there's got to be a limit to how tall Bigfoot is. And I'm like, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Look at these guys. These are tall animals. Maybe Bigfoot can be taller than some people are thinking. Oh, we got some more hippos. I guess they're trying to go for some cuteness factor there. Some kind of Libby, our resident Pokemon. She's a tree kangaroo. Okay. Yep. Yep. Is that a chupacabra? Is that what that is? That could be mistaken for a chupacabra. Let's see what else they got here. Oh, we got a leopard, I think. Yeah, don't mess with those. They're pretty tough characters. Some other announcements. A train. You know, surely San Antonio Zoo has got strange something hanging around out back there, don't you think? I mean, they're in Texas too. There's bound to be something crazy down there. Got hippo again. Hippo. Unlimited train rides. I don't know if I'm down with that much train rides. Come on now. Oh, these are cool. Sloths. They're pretty cool. Used to have some really big versions of those in America. It's too bad we don't still got them. Baby anteaters. Yep. Maybe. Is that a skinwalker? Is that a skinwalker? It's a possible skinwalker, isn't it? Because people, man, they see stuff and they don't know what the hell they're seeing. They got to be mistaken identities on some shit. I just don't know. They got a hippo swimming upside down. Interesting. Some kind of cat fishing there. Come on, don't disappoint us, San Antonio. Look here. Did you know horseshoe crabs have been around for nearly 480 million years? They're older than dinosaurs. Yeah. When we all die, these things are going to eat our rotting corpses, and they will not have a thought about it because their brain is nothing more than a pulsating nerve. Some other Kara or is our snacking team? What? Wait! What the hell? Breaking. A mysterious figure has been spotted wandering Breckenridge Park on zoo security cameras. We are seeking the public's help in identifying this strange creature. San Antonio Zoo apparently has their own sighting. Holy shit, dude. What do y'all make of that shit? Joe from New York, yeah. A couple times the rich. Always positive. Joe's story is not changed in the times he has told it. Yep. Donald says, Michael, me and my brother had them, you know, oh, he's talking more bike stuff. Mr. Lee says, when I went to Amsterdam Zoo, there was a hippo in a swimming pool. I cried my eyes out. So sad. Yeah, you kind of wish they'd just put them animals back where they belong. You know, sometimes. Wash my hands and eat some. Good luck. Oh, Polly did that a little too soon, huh? Didn't see this. This is another cryptid image, isn't it? Is that what we're looking at here? What are we looking at here? Is that Dogman? He put on some weight. Half mile over mop to benchy. Damn illegal werewolves. Yeah. Last one, more bike stuff. Tigers love tigers. Glad the Columbus Zoo took in some of the big cats that idiot let loose a few years ago. Daily Dan says, when I went to South Africa, they killed the hippo, cooked it up, and ate it. They probably are good eating. They probably are good eating. Did you enjoy your hippo? That's got to be some nice fatty bacon. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, do you think there are a lot of exotic animals out in Oklahoma, people that live? Yeah, we know there are, man. We know there are. I don't know a lot. What does a lot mean? To me, if you let a male and female of anything out, you that's too much. That's too much, Mr. Lee. Too much. Michael says, Dan, how the hell did you end up in South Africa? Yeah, I mean that place can be dangerous in some areas. Well, I don't know why. What he was there? Maybe he was there to rescue some people from some bullshit, because a lot of bullshit gone down yonder. Do a short on his South Africa story. While he's still here, he says, Michael, he was a stowaway on the Jolly Rancher. We dropped them off in Africa on our way to Talawanda. Shit. They are expensive. The exotic animals to feed. People are crazy. Yeah. Dan stopped the apartheid. So it's Dan's fault they stopped. People talk about that because, apartheid is like, oh, this evil thing. Yeah, but they were keeping genocides from happening. As soon as they stopped apartheid, the ANC took over, and then I don't know how many Daily Dan, since he's been there, he probably knows more about I can't remember the names of the people, the particular ethnic groups, but hundreds of thousands of people were murdered. I mean, it's crazy. So were they under Whitey's thumb? Yeah. But were they stopping people from committing genocide? Yeah. Yeah. So, which do you prefer? Which do you prefer? Always Positive says, can't really rule that out anywhere across the U.S. when things travel, even if it's a species not indigenous to an area. Yeah. Second coming of Nelson Mandela. You better watch out. There'll be a daily. There'll be, instead of the Mandela effect, it'll be the Dan effect. Donald says, Michael, he was there to collect off his email he got for laundering the princess money. There was an episode of Family Guy kind of about something along those lines. Jen says, the guy here let 30 big cats loose and bears. Cops shot most of them before the zoo could get them. Had 2 lions wandering around for over a month. Crazy. Dandela? The Dandela effect? Yeah, we'll have to change it to the Dandela effect. Hippo for you, hippo for me, hippo for everybody. Jen says, I think I saw a documentary on that man. Haywood, probably a big deal. Yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near a fucking hippo, man. Especially, hold on. All right. I'll try and, I don't want to open too much shit because it might try to shut down on me. Just a second. See, hippos have a superpower. I don't know if I like that one. Hold on. Need a better one than that. Come on, YouTube. You got something better. Well, shoot. It's not going to cooperate with me. Yeah, hippos. You're going to talk about it, but you're not going to show it. Get the hell off my screen. Well, let's try this one. All right. Catch up and chat real quick. That was there for professional wrestling show. Told in the video. Dingo Dan. Paramedics here. What's up? 5 hours to home. Had the camera. He works for one of them big wrestling managers. Old school wrestling stories. You don't want to be swallowed by a whale, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee says it's Tom Cruise. He's messing with you. Is he? I don't think he is. I don't think Tom Cruise is messing with Mr. Lee. All right. This is the hippo's superpower. This says urinates, but he's clearly shitting. This is how a hippo takes a shit. They get that little tail wet, like a windshield wiper effect going on, and they sling shit all over the place. You know, to mark their territory or some bullshit. Killer of apartheid. Danny says, I ran concessions for Jim Crockett Promotions National Wrestling Audience. Bite me. Mid-Atlantic West Wrestling. Like a manure spreader. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the one where it comes in the house and everything. It's like a I think it's a pygmy version of hippo though, I think. I think it's a pygmy version. My grandma figure 4 for 8 years. Like I was more of a camel clutch guy myself. Oh, that reminds me. Somebody called, like on the San Antonio Zoo page, somebody called hippos water potatoes. Folding chair, so I let her go. And he wore the boots. I mean, stitches. Danny says, I did an interview on Blue Line Bigfoot, told some wrestling stories, hot a playlist on here. Got a playlist on here, I assume, with that in it. That explains some things, Michael says. Jen. Donald says, did that messing around with a girlfriend. She about killed me after. Yeah. So what else? What else is going on? So hopefully everybody could identify the image that the San Antonio Zoo had, and hopefully everybody is quite aware that it's bullshit. Hopefully. Polly says, healing from North Carolina in this corner, dangerous Dingo Dan. Dangerous Dingo Dan. So human. I think we have some cryptids that are human. I saw this story floating around about this person here. Yeah. Dangling Dingo Dan. Does anybody know who this is? By chance? Because I had no idea who this person was. I just saw the story floating around. This must be an old picture, because the more recent picture, she looks even more ridiculous. I'll pull it up here in a second. But she's got some problems. Obviously, she's done a lot of modifications. A little overdid it right there. Yeah. I think we spotted that new cryptid. Mr. Lee says, check your email. What's in my email, Mr. Lee? Dan, all fun and no offense. Why would you do that to yourself? Don't know, Donald. I think she qualifies as a cryptid, though. Yeah, I think she's got some issues, though, because she's addicted to these modifications. So let me get the more recent picture. She's taking it even further. She goes by Mary Magdalene. She's like an Instagram model, I guess. If that's like a real thing. I mean, holy shit. Yeah, maybe that's Patty. Maybe Patty shaved all her hair off except her head, And that is why we can easily spot those pendulous breasts in the PG film. There were some awesome tattoos. Yeah, way out of control surgery addiction this girl has. Your dad would love that lady. Too much going on there. Anyway, she claims that she was kicked off a plane because of her breast. Lips look like a blow up doll. How do you know, Donald? Sanders says, anyway, so that's the realest cryptid we've seen today, I think. It's the realest cryptid we've seen. Let me zoom in our face. I don't want anyone to be able to accuse me of focusing on her breasts. Her breasts just naturally take up the whole goddamn picture, though. I kind of couldn't help it. Like ass coming out of that big old ass. Oh yeah, there you find some pictures. Like she's had her ass modified too. Like she's got ridiculously exaggerated proportions. Her ass included. What doctor agreed to that should lose his license? Hey, someone hands you thousands of dollars. You're just gonna fucking do what you're told, right? I guess. She is old, and things will be below her knees. Yeah, yeah. She's gonna have to. I don't know. Have some kind of like spider silk weaved bras to hold that shit up. Or maybe she can fill them with helium because she's gonna fall over. She got to have a strong back. Hold that shit up. Blackjack is an OG badass. She'll never drown. Yeah. Yeah, she could serve as a flotation device for several people, I'm sure. Well, you have to rewind. It's just something I saw floating around today. I know that as the doll deflates, why do you, Mr. Lee says, why do you do that to yourself? I don't understand. She's, it's psychological. Some people got a psychological issue, man. Addicted to getting surgery after surgery, and they end up all fucked up. Michael Jackson, same thing happened to him. You gotta wonder, is he have some kind of self-loathing, or he's never satisfied with the way he looks. He knew something was not right with him. I think a lot of people might believe that, might understand, or might be able to see that perspective on the situation. Polly says, looking like a whole lot of front and a whole lot of back. Q, sir, Mix-a-Lot. Butt implants must be for counterweight. Well, yeah, she probably would fall over if she didn't have her butt implants. Could find her handy. Yeah, she could serve in the Coast Guard. Makes you wonder what makes her think that is beautiful. Well, I mean, why do a lot of people think a lot of crazy shit's beautiful? It's just, I think there's mental illness involved there. So, what are you gonna do? See if I can find. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't know if maybe she's full of shit about, about getting kicked off the plane because of that. I don't know. Trying to find a picture that shows, because y'all are asking. She probably don't like showing that thing because it looks kind of weird. Just way out of control. This is probably as good as you're gonna get. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Gotta be careful what you click on, fellas. Well, this is probably as good as it's gonna get. Hold on a second. Well, there you go. Way exaggerated, way out of control. Clips like a sturgeon. Probably couldn't fit in the seat. Yeah, I mean, maybe it has something to do with that. Like they felt like they couldn't secure her safely in the seat. I'm thinking, no, she might be useful in the event of a water crash, a water landing. Well, just put a guy in the seat in front of her. He probably won't complain too much. He'd probably lean right back into that. And Donald would. I bet Donald would. He said a bartender I worked with got implants at 38. She was a very beautiful woman before she did it. The boobs ruined it for me. Yeah, ladies, I know a lot of guys talk about that. Big old blah blah blah. And it's not that as big a. It's not. It's not. It's hyped up way too much. Like, this just looks fucking ridiculous. Is what this looks like here. Looks fucking ridiculous. Here's the reality about guys. A guy's going to take a set of tits no matter what size it is. Period. End of story. He is not going to complain. Things start getting too big. You start thinking about, how far south are those bitches going to travel as she ages. None of that was free either. Nope. Somebody paid for it. Probably not her. Well, maybe she did. I don't know. Michael Sugar Daddy got a lot of zeros in his bank account. Does he now? Yeah. Yeah. This is shit. Just went too far. Yeah, face tattoos. Man, I hate face tattoos. Jesus Christ. Mr. Lee says, "Oh no, the lady clearly has issues of some sort. I'm sorry for her though." Yeah, I mean, there may be a day when she looks in the mirror and says, "What the fuck have I done to myself?" Polly T says, "Michael's bullseye around the mouth would do it for me." Motorboating poops. I told you, Donald would be all about that. Jen says, "One day she'll be sorry." Yeah, exactly. I do not find that sexy. Mr. Lee says, "Nope." Not a long time no see. Welcome to the chat again. Says, "Hello, Lockbeard. What the fuck? That's my baby." What the? Patty says, "Yes, Jen. Take them out and imagine what her skin looks like." Yeah. They better hope for some technological advancements to deal with that later on. Donald boat would sink in waves that high. Shit. Exactly, Patty. All right, let's get rid of her. I mean, like, yeah, maybe they felt like they couldn't, fit her safely. I wonder if some very obese people have had the same thing happen to them. They said, "Look, we can't get you on the plane. If we did get you on a plane, we wouldn't be able to get you out in the case of an emergency." You know. And then there's the issue. Some people might say that someone who's like, 112 pounds might say, "Look, why do I have to pay the same amount of money for this person over here that weighs 400 pounds?" I think that's a legit question because, the amount of weight you have on you is going to, equate to a certain amount of energy expenditure necessary to transport your ass. That's a legit. I think it's a legit thing. Move people by pound by weight. Nada says, "Come on, Miss Lee, you're just jealous." Grasshopper says, "What the fuck did I just walk into? This is the realest cryptid we've looked at today." Mr. Lee says, "What kind of doctor agrees to that shit?" I don't know, Mr. Lee. They're just about money. Look, the doctors are just about the money. Yeah, I don't know what percentage of them are just about the money and don't give a shit about any kind of ethics. Yeah, they're taught ethics and blah blah blah, but they only care, a lot of them, just to keep themselves out of trouble, right? They not because they're actually ethical. Otherwise, they wouldn't do a lot of the shit that they're doing. They're doing a lot of bad shit. New cryptid, yeah. She looks like a video game avatar. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you seen that one lady is trying to make herself look like Barbie, like a real life Barbie. She looks ridiculous. Polly T has dubbed her Gigantic Titicus. Yeah. That's surprising. Nobody commented on that camel toe earlier. I don't know if there's any camel toe going on here. But, yeah, she got issues. Been fine, Nada, been fine. How about you? Jen says the cat lady, she's creepy and has issues. She's creepy and has issues. The cat lady. I'm not sure. You talking is the cat lady the Barbie girl? Or what? Supposedly this is another picture of her. I don't know what happened to her hair though. Maybe she's only wearing wigs. Maybe that's all she wears. Well, did that pop up or not? It did not. Huh. Where'd it go? Let me see here. There we go. Try again. Donald wants to see that backside, I'm sure. What camel toe on this chick in the first picture I showed of her? Cat lady still alive? I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. One got posteriorly looked like a cat. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Not looking like a moose knuckle. Shit, man. If she fell forward, she'd bounce back. In Arizona, they were like the girls with big boobs. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being lean and petite either. Like I said, a guy's going to take a set of tits no matter what. So the whole thing, if any girls are self-conscious about having small breasts, don't be. Donald's is fixated with Patty's, yeah, with Patty's boobies. Patty says, "Oh no, she did it on purpose." Imagine. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I don't know. This might be an older picture because it seems like I saw a picture where that thing is definitely bigger. I'm pretty sure she's made it bigger than this. So, yeah. Got some crazy cryptid action tonight, guys. All right, nada. There's the camel toe. She seems quite happy to show that crap off. Donald says no interest at all in women destroying their natural beauty. Icon says, what in the actual, not perceived, but actual fuck is that thing? Did I come in at a bad time? Sorry, Icon. It started out like this chick claims that she got kicked off the plane because her breasts were too big. Like she's had so much surgery and that made them bigger and bigger and bigger that they kicked her off a plane, apparently. A lot of boob talk last day or so. Has there been? Patty said is not what you see on a wild creature. All you're saying is Patty's set is not what you see on a wild creature. Oh, so you're thinking that set of tits. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you were talking about. Yeah. You don't think that looks like something that would be wild. But what if they're humans, man? What if they're humans? That might be perfectly what a human. That's just wrong. No, Icon, we don't. We're this is the realest cryptid we're going to look at tonight. I think. I think we think she's an actual cryptid. He let you at her. Might fall into that cavernous thing. The butts look weird. All right, get rid of her. There's enough of that shit. Icon says kicked off a plane. How the fuck did that get on a plane? I don't know. If you look at the other pictures, like the more recent picture, like she's like ridiculous. Those last pictures there were not near as ridiculous as what she has since become. Man in any penitentiary shed have a ball. It's just so wrong. Yes, it is, Jen. It's very wrong. But I guess she's a model of some kind. People, I guess, are paying her to show that shit off. So, um, whatever. So what else? What else? We haven't been raided, I guess, by no dark sewage crew tonight. I figured, after that incident the other night, that some Vault of Nightmares might show up. Maybe Chris Cat might show up trying to, I don't know, run her cover story because she was still acting dumb. If y'all remember in the chat, she was acting stupid. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you? Yeah, what do you mean? You know damn well what I mean. Icon says, geez Louise, man, I about barfed in my mouth a little. Sorry, Icon. Don says, they can be human, but take a woman and let her roam the forest for years and see if her breasts look like patties. It won't happen. It might. It might. I don't know. Those things look like danglers to me, though. They didn't look like they were perky or anything, man. So I don't know. But you can't see that well either, so we can't really make too much of a determination off of that because you really have a hard time determining that there's breast on her at all. Like some people even probably still deny that. I think Mr. Lee says I am laughing. Mr. Lee's laughing. Don't hate her because she's beautiful. Okay. I don't think that's what's happening, but Icon says, no, Michael, good evening. Mr. Lee says she is watching, telling you, Lockbeard. Yes. Well, let her watch. Let her watch. Let them watch, whatever. I mean, we know you're all are full of shit, and, we know what your game is, and apparently Christine was here. Chris Cat is her name right now. Who knows what she'll change it to, but because she may, because that's what some of these people do when you catch on to who they are and they don't want you to know. But the cool thing is you can bookmark a person's page, and if you click it and bring it up and it comes up with a different name, well, now you know what they changed their name to. Just a little trick for people. Icon said I lost my perky after seeing that. Did you? Well, that sucks, man. You had one before, huh? Nada says those would make great pillows. I think you might get suffocated in that mess. Donald Fuller says, I'll look for the shot of 352 I saw recently. You might agree with me. Angel Nolan says, Donald, maybe Patty was young and still perky before kids. Yeah. Polly says, Icon, first weekend back on farm, did the Peterbilt came sweet, new ceramic coat and same paint look. Michael said, not one person said that lady shaved her head. What? Why would they? I mean, I saw her head was shaved, but I didn't think it was a significant thing. Is there some significance? I'm not sure. I assume maybe she wears wigs or something. Donald says, Angel Nolan, how full they look. She is lactating. I don't know if there's enough detail in the video to see that, though. Icon says, Polly, ceramic coating, dude, you got to be sharp. That's got to be sharp. Patty Troy says maybe it's just the perfect angle, like Budor pick. What? Mr. Lee says I'm now learning to suss out BS people. Yeah, you gotta be on the lookout for it all the time, man. It's why we aren't ever gonna find out anything, because we gotta wade through all kinds of bullshit trying to figure out whose encounters are legit, and 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 look, because we need to know whose encounters are legit, because there may be one person with one critical detail that's a break in the case, right? Well, we don't know which stories are real or not. We're all the time having to sort that out, and there might be just one ridiculous detail that no one's really noticed before, or this person sees or hears or experiences, and we won't know for sure if it's legit or not, because there's so many bullshit stories out there. So the people that are spreading bullshit stories are muddying the water so much that we don't know what's real and what's not. They are keeping us from finding the truth, and that's why we got to deal with them all the time. We got to take them apart. Like owner said, what the fuck you put on it, couldn't believe how deep and shiny it was. Yes, Lockbeard, says Mr. Lee. So, yeah. It seemed like Mogs knew. I mean, he did know. He definitely knew there was an issue the moment Vault set foot in there. I know he's saying the chat, and he could see that there was murmuring. The murmuring was going down, and I just happened to be the person that said, and I wasn't getting too crazy. I didn't think, I didn't think I was getting too crazy, but it was enough to set Vault off, and he jumps back on the stream to tell me off, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Well, dude, we just had this little side thing going on in chat. It didn't have to spill over on screen. You took it on screen, Vault. It didn't have to go on screen, because there's a whole different thing going on here, and there's side discussions going on over here. I mean, he's got people talking about some of the shit that pertains, and some, man, they're talking about bikes and engines and paint and shit and all kinds of stuff. That discussion could have stayed in the damn chat, but Vault just couldn't help himself. He had to take it on to Moog's screen, so I don't think that I can be blamed for that. That was Vault. If he wanted to say something to me, then why didn't he just, he did say some stuff in chat, but it wasn't good enough for him, was it? It wasn't good enough. He had to take liberties on video on Moog's channel. All kinds of shit's going on in chat all the time. It's like when people come in here, I'm like, look, you say whatever you want in chat, but I don't have to let you on this screen. That's where the line is. The line is right here. Right here. See that line? You can do whatever the fuck you want over there, but I don't have to let you on the screen to fuck up my shit up. You don't. That's where I draw the line. I think I need to have a clear line like that, so that people. Because if I let one person on and this other person wants on, then pretty soon I got a shit parade on screen if I'm trying to treat everyone equally. So I need to kind of have specific line drawings. Like, look, for one, I don't really typically have people on here anyway. But if you're coming in here to start shit, you can do all you want in chat. You could say, I'm not going to ban you from chat. That's doing 10 times more than a lot of the other channels are doing. A lot of the channels will ban you if you say shit in chat. I will let you do that. Fuck it. Say what you want over there. But I don't have to let you on screen. I don't have to let you like fuck up my live stream. You know. I don't have to let you come on here and just turn everything into a clusterfuck farce. So right now that's where the line is. So Sasquatch doesn't give a crap about us. 8-pound lobster. Yeah, keep hiding. Yeah, but yes, he's got to keep hiding. Jen says 85% of chat has nothing to do with what ongoing the show. Yeah. So it doesn't have to, I don't know how some of these people are actually on the show and then paying attention to chat, when they're talking to the host. Like I can only do so much of that. Do some, but only so much of that because you want to pay attention to who you're talking to, right? Big hands. You know what they say, Mr. Lee. Jen says, Mr. Lee, because we are a-holes. I don't blame them one bit. Me neither. Trying to see how deep it is. Need help, call me. Chessboard. Donald says, telling you, Lockbeard, watch his live and see how much he tries to flex to intimidate people into thinking he is John Rambo. You almost want to feel sorry for this guy, but after he threatened me in my chat, he can fuck all the way off. Then he wants to act like, we want to let's make peace or whatever, like the whole deal he was doing at some point. No, I ain't Jesus, motherfucker. I don't have to forgive shit. Mr. Lee says, Volt, Vanity Project. Yeah, Patty. Beat the D DOS. Beat this girl up. Oh, you talking about that video too? That. Well, what was that, like episode Lockbeard Phenomena number 15, where we addressed Dick the D DOS and showed that video, and somebody said, man, that needs to come with a warning. And I'm like, yeah, it probably does, because it's rough, it's pretty rough. And I think I talked about in there how people arguing like that, couples arguing like that, is really bothersome to me. And I don't like it. And it's why I found it hard to in my relationships, because you'll get with people that try to make fights. They'll try to start fights, right? And you're like, why the hell? I don't understand why we have to have a fight. Why do we have to yell at each other? I don't need that, and I just look back and I'm like, how in the hell did I, how's this happen? How's this kind of thing happen? I try to think back, I think back to, there was this one woman I was with. We never fought at all. And for whatever reason, I left her, and I don't know, if I just wasn't ready or there was something missing. I think there may have been something still missing. The full equation wasn't there. But we never fought. like at all. Like, um, that was just at this point seems like it's not the norm, because there's so often you end up with this fight, and I'm like, why is there this fucking fight? Why? I don't want to yell at you. Why? If I have to yell at you, then maybe we shouldn't be together. I don't know, man. We don't even need to go on to that shit. Patty says, I'll look, never actually watched his streams. Donald says, DDoS, such a Christian man. LOL, effing piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people that like to bring up, act like they're, oh, look at me, I'm so, Jesus this, God that, blah, blah, blah. They're rubbing it on thick, and they're trying to throw you off the scent, right? That they're really just a piece of shit. Yeah, so they figured it out. A lot of these bad people figured it out. If all you got to do is say, you make people believe you're a man of God just by saying a few words. It doesn't have to have any truth behind it, as long as you just claim, that you love Jesus. A lot of people out there will just assume it's true, and their blinders will be on about what you're really doing, and that you're lying, and they just, yeah, absolutely. Officially says, I would never hurt my girlfriend, just never, man. Yeah, you might, be lucky you didn't get, because I've gotten these situations where they're pushing my damn buttons, like on purpose. I'm like, why do we need to? Why do we need to fight? I don't need a fight. I just need peace. Can I have some goddamn peace? Donald says, Petty Troy won't take long, and you will understand why I have so much dislike for him. Yeah. Patty Troy says, Donald Fuller, watch him on Bigfoot Odyssey with Daniela and Iron. I know why. Yeah, you watched him? Yeah. Well, and now if that whole crew, Dark Waters, Vault, maybe even D to DDoS, unless he's in jail like Vault claims, wanting to join forces with Bigfoot Odyssey and all the bullshit crew over there, well, yeah. Bullshit attracts bullshit. Michael says, me too, Lockbeard. Button pushers, kickers, scratchers, biters. Yeah. I don't why would I want to put myself in a situation where the peace under my roof is gone? Why would I want to bring someone in that's going to make things stressful? And it's just getting to be more and more prevalent these days. I gave up. Well, at this point, it's years ago. I give up. Fuck it. I give the fuck up. Michael says, I don't think I deserve all that for dating her sister. What? Now, Michael, you're not supposed to do that without permission. Patty Troy says, there are amber turds out there. Yeah, there's a lot of amber turds out there. Poor mother. Dang it, Michael. Not without permission. And cousin. Dang it, Michael. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, did you like Bigfoot Odyssey once, though? Yeah, a long time ago, I was watching them. You remember, I was in their chat. I was like, well, this guy, he seems nice and he seems, authentic about his experience. But then as I watched some of the guests and the bullshit and then just getting banned, of course, was the last straw, getting banned. But, it's bullshit. It's a bullshit channel. And hypocrite. I didn't like how he's like, every show he's like, oh, y'all need to, kids watch this show, so don't be cussing in the chat. Okay, yeah, don't be cussing in the chat. Well, why the fuck does Mark Zasky get to come on the show and drop F-bombs, and you just let that go? Is it because you're giving him hand jobs, on a regular basis? Is he sucking your dick? I mean, what do you guys got going on over there? I mean, you humping Mark Zasky or something because you guys are, he can do whatever the fuck he wants on screen, on camera, audible. But you're worried about people cussing in the fucking chat. You goddamn hypocrite. Fuck off. Carrie. Donald says, great show, Lockbeard. I got to vent a little. Oh, you want to vent on screen? Well, we've been here 2.5 hours, so we need to. Michael says the family dog ran off when I pulled up. Well, I don't know what you did to the family dog. Michael says, or Mr. Lee says, Donald Lockbeard, my second favorite show. What the hell? Well, I don't know if anyone else is coming on tonight. Let me see if I can see. Oh, yeah. UFO Man is on. If you, I don't know if you guys have watched the UFO Man channel, but he's been on for about 30 minutes. So that's an option for you. I need to, since I got her pulled up. This is the lady that we're talking about that is apparently dating Vault now, which there's no way he just landed this. It's got to be paying. Oh shit. Just gumbo look. Say, she's nice or not? I don't know. Maybe she's nice, but she's definitely sucked into a bunch of bullshit. And I don't know what's going on, but that's the person we're talking about who came into my chat apparently as some kind of Trojan horse thing to try and entrap me into saying something that could have been potentially a legal problem. Gave up. Jen says, same boat, gave up. If someone comes along, cool, but not going out of my way anymore. Mr. Lee says, UFO Man, good. Yeah, he's on right now, Mr. Lee. So once we get out here, you might want to see what he's up to. I don't hardly get into there anymore, lately anyway. Donald says, he is my first favorite, Mr. Lee. I can vent without worrying about upsetting the host. Yeah, say whatever the fuck you want, man. I mean, you ain't going to outdo, like, some of these crazy fucks that come in here, that's for sure. Patty says, Bigfoot Odyssey was the first show where I joined the chat. When I finally said hi, the wonderful Sandra and Mr. Lee said hi to me. Yes. Always Mogs first and Lockbeard. How dare you, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, you need to get on screen at Mogs, though. You need to get on screen up in there. We need to see some big British Bigfoot reports from you. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. So anyway, keep an eye out for this Chris Cat person. She is in league with Vault of Nightmares, who I think we're going to call Vault of Nonsense over here. Yeah. Vault of Nightmares is Vault of Nonsense, who is part of, buddy up with people like Sean G and Dita D Das and Dark Waters, aka Dark Sewage. I call him a lot. And somebody's saying they're all going to be trying to join forces with Bigfoot Odyssey, which I call Bullshit Odyssey, and possibly Hidden Existence, which I call Hidden Exaggeration. Big. Jen says, just don't go Mank, then you may piss him off. Mank was fucking ridiculous. He's removed his chats too somehow. Like, I don't know if he closed his... he removed his chat somehow. I don't know how. Paige says, Mr. Lee, I was always scared to join because I thought everyone was researchers or something and I wasn't welcome. No, most people, like even the people that may say they're researchers, and maybe some people are doing some things that are pretty scientific, but for the most part, their researcher is a strong word to use for these people. These people are out in the woods kind of dicking around. Okay. For the most part, they're pretty much just kind of dicking around. If you got some funding and you're actually, maybe got some credentials or at least can demonstrate scientific knowledge enough to justify yourself as a scientist, maybe. I don't know. Let me get her. We don't want to look at freaking this we don't want to look at her anymore. Let's look at UFO Man's page. And throw his link in the chat. Oh, where does she litter? I don't know. Apparently in the sand at the beach where Vault of Nonsense was trying to woo her. She's latched onto him for some reason. I'm sure that eventually we'll figure out some more, I'm sure. Donald says, Chris Catch says she's all about the scientific way, but puts the Ketchum study on a pedestal. Yeah. Yeah, she was talking to Mark Zasky, for fuck's sake. She was talking to Mark Zasky, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Pareidolia bullshit. Mr. Lee says, I'm a scientist. Don't tell Lockbeard, though. Are you? What kind of scientist are you, Mr. Lee? What kind of scientist are you? Oh, shit. I need to hit enter on that. There we go. There is the link to UFO Man's channel if you guys want to see that in a few minutes. Shirley says, try to get Sasquatch on a cell phone, though. That would be fantastic. Yeah, there's probably some people out there that actually bought into that bullshit. Jesus Christ. The dude was not talking to Sasquatch on a cell phone. Helped invent the flux capacitor, did he? Patty Twist says, so Chris is a real person? She's in video? Yes, she is in video on Volta Nightmares channel. Apparently, she is hooked up with him. He has divorced Lakeia. At least that's the story. And he's been getting mad at people for attacking Lakeia. So I think he's defending her, and because he wants to keep her on somewhat of a good side. This is my guess. My guess is he wants to keep on her good side because she knows a lot of his secrets, and if she starts telling all, she could expose him for all kinds of bullshit. So he probably doesn't want to piss her off. That would be my guess. Yeah, Igor. Ligor. Yeah. All right. There's nothing else. We've gone pretty late tonight. Thank y'all for coming.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
We'll see you later.